Morning. So it's Thursday the 20th of March. I'm in Greece, about 100 miles from the port. I'll show you a picture of the name of the port because I still couldn't pronounce it. So I come out, you've seen the last video, I just kept going for a bit, it was dark, so then I parked up in, you guessed it, another services. However, this one's much nicer, it's much quieter, a little bit odd, artisan. So the garage just looks like a normal garage. Strata. But yeah, it's quite nice. Just in the trees. That's about it. There is actually a nice, if you can see that, because obviously the camera's the wrong way around. It's a nice restaurant-y little cafe thing up there. It was absolutely fine. So I called in here about 9:30. I did ask if it was alright to park here. They said, yeah, no problem. So that was it. Didn't charge me anything. Did have a coffee in that cafe. I was trying to get as much diesel in as I can, just to say thanks for letting me stay here. And I'm going to go see if I can get a bit of breakfast, a full Greek, probably. Now, so just quickly, yesterday I didn't mention when we come off that boat there was no. I don't think I did anyway, but I'll say it again. There was no customs checks or anything there. Obviously, when I go through these borders and there is no checks, that doesn't mean there never will be. Obviously. Just it's the way it is now, isn't it? It's not like regimental, so sometimes they may be there, sometimes they're not. But there was literally nothing there at all today, yesterday. Just drive out of an open gate, which is really how we like it. Also, that ferry that was 21 hours. I would never go on that again. There is alternatives. I think I'm actually going back on I think it's called the fast ferry, although it's no faster, I don't think. But I believe it's a better, more modern ferry. So. We'll look forward to seeing that, and hopefully it's a better experience. So that cost 550 quid for 21 hours, but I think it was £300 for the ferry, which if you compare it to Dover-Calais for an hour and a half to 21 hours was probably okay. But the cabin was 250 quid for the cabin. Well, it was worth it because you need your own space when you're on a boat like that, but that cabin wasn't worth 20 quid. So that's the main problem. But anyway, that's enough of that negativity. Just a couple of bits I forgot to say about yesterday. Diesel here is in this garage, which is on the side of the motorway, kind of. Again, nobody here. I know it's early. It's about 7 in the morning. But diesel here is 156. The interesting thing here, look, is that the V-Power, so I'm going to treat it today to some V-Power, Shell V-Power, is only 3 cents, so 3p basically more. We're at home, it's like 20p more. So she's going to have a bit of that luxury fuel. Right, I'll go and see if I can get a bit of breakfast and come back to you in a sec. Cheers. There you go, that's the entrance to the path stood in. That's where I parked over there. So it's like a real micro camper, I suppose it is. Look over the back, snow-capped mountains. Sorry, this is a nice place. Interesting in the motorway services. There's a swimming pool, which actually looks like it's heated. It doesn't look like it's been used for a day or two, but it still looks like it's heated. Look at the steam coming off it. The other thing that's a bit strange when you think of Greece, they told me in the cafe it was actually -6 here last night. I knew it was cold, but yeah, they said it dropped to -6. Not great. But it looks like, to be honest, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day today. It's already getting warmer. Nice. Obviously, there's a lorry park at the back here. You can see through this plastic stuff. There you go. Bit of a lorry park going on there. Nice. I'll just spin around so you can see this bit like that. Okay, so just jump back in the van before I leave. This map shows where I am now. Obviously the dot, the starting point of where I am now. Obviously that's down here is where I'm going in the end, but not today, obviously. But the people I met on the boat said it's really nice here on these, but they said in this middle one here, this middle finger, they called it. So I'm probably going to go up there and have a look. And then I was actually aiming, I might stay there, you never know, but I was actually aiming at staying somewhere on this bit of coast here, which is fairly close to the border of Turkey. And that way I'll, kind of be able to evaluate and work out how much time I need to get down to where I've got to go. So that's it. We're going to set off from there. That says the total journey is 1,300 kilometres still. Lovely. And I'm going to squirt some diesel in and get on the road. Sorry about the wobbly camera. Cheers. So we're back on the road again. That what I said about the roads being nice and smooth, just take that a bit back. They're not there. Great potholes. They like being at home, but I don't mind because the scenery is so good. That last picture I put up with the boat and the name of the place, I don't think I'll ever be able to say. That's where the ferry went into. If anyone was wondering, that's where we started this trip through Greece. That I did say I'd put up ages ago, I didn't. Sometimes when I take these pictures, they're a little bit out of line, but there was no full Greek, or I think that was it. I opted for a rather strange pastry thing, swirl pastry with feta cheese in it. Yeah, it was alright. And a cup of tea. Tea was alright. So yeah, that was it. That was the selection they had there. Or they had like filled rolls again. I had one of them last night. That was alright as well. But anyway, there we go. Let's see what we can see today. So here's the first one of the day. These little toll péage places. Just seem to be quite a few of them on the same bit of road. I don't really know why. I mean, compared to Italy, I did, like I said, about 180 miles for picking a ticket up to paying for it. But here, this is the fourth one I've come to already. The others, you've got to work it out, press the card, work out, try and get some English on the screen so you know what you're doing. Here, none of that. Because in all these tolls, I don't know why this one's not gone anywhere yet though, but anyway. So yeah, in all these tolls, you might be able to see there, there's a fella. So I have to get out and give him his money. So you may not have seen that, but I'll have a look later. But it's so that one was 190. So I don't know, it just seems a bit crazy to me why they put them so close together. I suppose I don't know why they do that. Obviously you pay cash as well easily there because there's a man there to give you some change and everything else, so probably a bit of a cash generator as well. Anyway, cool. here we go. Let's keep going. As you can see, quickly though, still very nice. The scenery. It's definitely getting greener while we're going inland here, but yeah, lovely. So Google pulled me off the motorway. Couldn't really see why, but I just followed it like you do, and I just realised it thinks the motorway is closed, but I actually don't think it is anymore. So it's just a diversion around in this. There you go. Talk about the motorway being closed. Looks like this bit's closed now. So it says diversion there. Let's hope there's another sign somewhere else, eh? So I don't mind. It's nice. It's a nice town. Very.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Excuse that. It's Google now getting the hump because I've turned off the road, but. Yeah, on the hunt, might be able to find a little brocante shop. Got time today and tomorrow, so I'm not in any hurry. So these deviations are good. Yep, looking nice. But I haven't seen any brocante or antique shops as yet. But I still live in hope. Probably never moan about the British potholes again either, look. Potholes must be better than no road at all. Another thing obviously here is there's I'll just put up here for a minute. There's that's probably not a great place by the looks of it. It's a busy little track, but anyway. So another thing here you notice is the cars and the trucks are all older ones. You know, there's nothing. Well, there is new cars, but nowhere near as many as in the other countries or at home. So you see some old trucks that you very rarely see anymore on the roads. Anyway, come back to you later. So I just pulled off the road. I'm going down to that middle finger eventually, but I just pulled off the road. Thought I'd drive down here. It's about 12 o'clock. Well, it's not actually. It's 11:30 here, but so anyway. See the sea, drove down through a little village, and then hopefully you're seeing this because there's a problem with the phone now, which is all I need. Looks like the road just drives. When I say looks like, it doesn't look like, it does. Look, the road just drives straight onto the beach. Now I can't see any reason, and actually there's tracks on that beach. I'm not going on it because the last thing I want to do is get stuck. But what a park up possibly. I don't know if it's allowed, not allowed, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to ride up here anyway. See if there's anything else, but look, what about that, eh? Greece. I was told here that there was very little, especially along this middle finger, as they told me, very little restrictions and people just park where they like. I'd imagine in the summer there is campers everywhere, but there you go, how nice. I'll show you when I do find somewhere to park up to have my lunch. Just up here somewhere, perhaps. Right, so I just drove down there a little bit further. There is no wind here, but a bit of a breeze. So I hope that doesn't go on the camera. But anyway, so that's it, look. Obviously I'm not staying there because I'm going across to the other side of the middle finger now. I'm sure I'm going to have a look in a minute, see if there's a better word for it, but the destination, but you won't really beat this. There's a guy up there fishing. Obviously there's the sea. Those over there, I don't know if you can see it, look a bit like clouds. They're not, they're tops of mountains, snow-capped tops of mountains over there. And there she is. Hey, look at that. Can't see the reason why you couldn't park here anyway. Maybe someone will tell me in a minute. But for now, I'm stopping here just for my lunch, and that is lovely. So we're off again through Greece. I love these. I love getting to these places and getting down and having a look. But it's actually the journey I like the most. I love the travelling. I love the moving. You know, the constant changing in scenery. So I've decided just to go across the bottom here and try and find hopefully a really nice coast road back up towards Turkey. So avoiding the main roads. That's what we're going to try and do. So there you go. Looking nice here though, lovely. Lots of derelict buildings like everywhere around this Mediterranean. I'm still looking for the antique shop. Many years ago, I bought lots of. Me and my father actually bought loads of old Greek olive oil pots, not the new ones. These were the genuine old ones. And of course, I'd love to stumble across a pile of them, but I think those days are long gone. But yeah, I'm always looking. So as you can see on the map, this is my latest stop. Really nice. There's the van, still running lovely. Seems to be those are these cats here. But this is some place, look. Catville. If you see on the picture, this is kind of like the top of that, what we've been calling the middle finger. I'm not going to go down the middle finger. I'm just going to hang around here for a bit, have a look round, and then I'm going to go up the coast. It looks like there's a really close to the coast road. So I'm going to go up there and just go in the direction of Turkey up there somewhere. There's a lovely old tall ship parked over there. I don't know if you can see it. I might just get another shot in a minute from over there. But you'll agree, very nice. Sure, crystal clear water. Loads of little tiny fish in there. A bit of rubbish, but there you go. Beautiful. I'm just going up the end of that pier, try and get a better shot of that tall ship. So from up the end of this jetty pier, you can see how really nice this is here. Another massive beach over there that just a bit round. I'm going that way, maybe. Beautiful. There's that massive tall ship there. Sounds like there's people on that boat, so whether it's actually a cruiser or something that's some sort of charter, I'm not sure. But you can hear people talking and shouting. And then that's where I'm parked down there. This guy's fishing. There's the van, just parked all the way down there. Beautiful spot. This man's caught his dinner. I don't know if you can see that, but he's just caught an octopus. Looks like dangling his line off the side like a... There he goes up. I suppose as long as he eats it. Like a crab, you know, like you go to Wells in the sea, crab fishing, that's what he was doing, but he was walking along the side of this bay and then pulled that out. Something else come out with it, whether it was eating something, I don't know, but he kicked that back in, don't know what that was. Anyway, I'm just going to find out if I think I can stay here or not. Ask somebody, there's no signs. I'm parked for night, this is on there. It says people have stayed here, so I'm more likely just going to stay here because, I don't know, I don't think you get much better really. So just walked up this hill. I'm going to walk round. I was going to walk round to that marina, but I might not. But I'll walk up the rest of this hill and see anything up there. There's that tall ship there. Just about to see it. And there you go. My lovely spot for tonight. I think if you look down there, you can just about see the van. That's where I'm staying tonight. Free park up. There is actually behind the van a like harbour toilet, but I have opened the door and I won't be using that. There's also a water here you can take if you want it, and there's a hole in the ground you can chuck your toilet down. I won't be doing that either. There you go. What a place. I'll drop well, I won't drop a pin. I'll do another picture of the Google map for this place after this little segment. So there is a load of bars and things here, just bars and cafes all along that front bit though, which they're all hurriedly working on to get ready. I would imagine this is a great place now for me and for any other van lifers or van people that want to come here this time of year, out of season. But with the amount of restaurants and things that are here, from April onwards, I'd say this gets fairly busy, because just look at the place and look at that water, so clear, fantastic. So I just thought I'd just show you. So you might have heard I built the van myself predominantly for this trip. Obviously I will sell it once this trip's over, because I built a few vans and sold them. But this, I just wanted to show you the bobble van. I've had to go under here for something actually, and I thought I'll just, while it's all up, I'll just quickly show you what a bobble van water heater is and how it works quickly. Okay. So although that all looks really complicated, it genuinely isn't. Obviously you always end up stuffing these in a smaller space really than you should, but basically you've got your normal Chinese diesel night heater there, which is then plumbed via that changeover valve. One side will blow the hot air through that heat exchanger, which literally is a little car radiator if you like, and the water's pumped around that by that pump down there, just circulates the water which is in that tank. So as the water circulated through that little radiator with the hot air blowing through it, it heats the water, and that's it. Then the extra heat and extra air that comes after that, I've got so it funnels its way into the bathroom. Now, if you don't put the if you don't turn the water on, so you don't circulate water through the radiator, you pretty much get the normal heat into the bathroom. So if you want to make the bathroom really hot, as I explained earlier, for drying, just don't turn the water on, circulate if you don't need any hot water, and that water, the air will go in, they'll be hot anyway. Once it's gone through that heat exchanger, it loses quite a bit of the heat. So even in the summer, you can too soon heat your water tank up, and you're not really feeling any heat in the van. I like it because what you end up with is this tank here. I think this is a smaller tank than I normally fit. I think the normal one I fit is a 19 litre or something. 20, it might be 20 litre. And you end up with that tank full of hot water. I heat mine to 40 degrees, which is, this one's got the thermometer thingy on there, taped on the front, because this was second-hand set I bought, believe it or not. And there was no, normally they screw into the tank, which is obviously much more accurate. This works, but better off with the new one really. And then at 40 degrees you don't have to add any cold water. So I deliberately done that, and I don't have a cold water feed to the shower hose in the bathroom. Literally it comes out of that tank and down there, the red tap, the red pipe, and it goes off. I put a separate big SureFlow pump in because it gives you a really good shower, and then that just feeds into the shower. So I feed that on both sides of the shower, so it doesn't matter whether you go hot or cold. You'll just get the constant water at 40 degrees. So you have no warming up, going off, the boiler cutting out, nothing like that. While you're having the shower, you know you've got 40 degrees. So that's controlled by this controller here. simply you turn on. This is controlled really a little bit different because it was a second-hand system. Normally you'll set these two here for the start and stop temperature for your little pump. I've changed mine. I've just got it on this manual switch here. So I turn the circulation pump on there. Actually, the blue reading there is 17 degrees. That's what that water temperature is at now. That red reading, I'll put that other thermometer outside. So that's the temperature outside now, 16 or 17 degrees. Fantastic. So that's how they work. I hope I sort of explained it. It's simple, really. You pump water around the heat exchanger. You pump the hot air through the heat exchanger. Circulate the water through that tank. Through the heat exchanger, it warms the tank up. Turn the circulation pump off when it gets to 40 degrees. If you buy a new system, it all does that automatically. It's literally, I bought this one second hand. I have fitted 3 or 4 of these brand new systems into the vans in the past. But I just see this one on eBay and just bought it and made it. I have to do some repairs on it. But I mean, it's a really credit to them because it's really old. It's probably like one of their Mark 1's systems. So yeah, that's it. That's how that bobble heater works. There'll be a couple of other bits that I'll show you as we go along. That's just my main water tank, which is again just a shore flow on demand pump, same as the shower pump, exactly the same pump. So that's fed direct from the tank. This is left open here, by the way, literally so when the dogs are in here on the way back, we can see what they're doing in their cages. That will be blanked off, obviously, when we get back and finish the job. That's it. If you have got any questions or queries, by all means, stick a question in the comments. If you think I've missed something or anything you want to know, put it in there. I'll just answer you straight away if I get the message in time. We'll see it. As soon as I see it, I'll answer it. Thank you. Right, so tonight, that's it. I'm going to end this blog from this lovely place. And that's it. Tomorrow I'm going to do something a bit different. We're going to try and drive up along the coast road towards Turkey. And then I hope I'm going to find a campsite because I could do with like doing my chores on the van before going to Turkey. So I hope to find a campsite near the border tomorrow afternoon, and then the day after tomorrow, which is Friday or Saturday, I don't know. Whatever, tomorrow's Friday, Thursday. We're going into Turkey and shooting down to our destination. So again, if you like the videos, if you want to watch the rest of them, just the easiest way is to subscribe and press the bell and the like button, and you'll get the notifications of the next videos. See you tomorrow.